Today I'm going to be playing through Sonic 1, specifically Origins mode, because despite I love Sonic 1, I think it's pretty underrated. But, yeah, the original didn't age that well, but that's fine, because it certainly aged better than the first Mario Bros. And that game is still really good. And of course it didn't age well, it's a game made 30 years ago. I don't know what I was expecting. I'm gonna do 100% run, so that means all Chaos Emeralds. Alright. I don't really like these special stages, but I've kind of gotten used to them. I know what everything does. Not the biggest fan, but I can deal with it, you know? And I did it. Sorry for no music, my computer can't really output sound. Because I lost my speaker charger, too. But I will add background music in post, so enjoy it. And if you're wondering, I get most of my music from either LHS or Fruit or Arrow playlists. Specifically LHS chiptunes, by the way. Must collect 50 rings or else I'm cooked. Alright, that ending was pretty clean, actually. I forgot what path you need to go to. I think it's this one. First special I played the first special stage a lot, but I rarely play this one, so I could... I get all the Chaos Emeralds, I get the secret ending, which barely changes anything. So I'm kind of glad they added Super Sonic in the next game. Also, to clarify, no, Super Sonic did not come first, it was Super Saiyan, because the first game came out before Super Saiyan came out, but Super Sonic wasn't in the first game. Just wanted to clarify that. However, and the creator of Sonic is heavily inspired. Sonic is just really heavily inspired by DBZ. That took way too long. I'm gonna start my first part of the playthrough, go through Green Hill to through Spring Yard, because I'm gonna make a video about why I like Sonic 1 after this. That's my 1 subscriber special. Speaking of which, thanks for watching. Since there is no special stage right here, I can just do this. I did hit the thing on the way out, so that's nice. I speedrun a lot of games, and this is one of them. I just speedrun casually though. I don't devote my life to Sonic 1 speedrunning. It's just not something I can really get fully committed to. I wouldn't mind being like the top 10, but like yeah. A good chunk of these speedruns rely on RNG. I just click through the thingy. I think I've done that before. I think I've just clicked through it. And behold the bane of my existence. I don't like Marble Zone, and neither do most people, because Marble Zone sucks. It's terrible. Chemical Planet is a much better second zone because it maintains pace. This just kills all the pace. Like, oh yeah? You went through one of the best zones in the game? Well, screw you. You don't get no zones. I don't want to spin dash here, because sometimes you can get crushed in this area. That's not something I really want to deal with. I don't want that mess with me. And nuts. I know there's a way if you maintain pace enough, you could just... I know you can maintain pace if you do this. Watch. Yeah, see? If you spin dash while doing that, you can easily just maintain pace. Sonic, you're supposed to be fast, not slow. Screw this game, it sucks. Screw this zone, it sucks, I hate it. I don't want to tell you how much I hate Marble though, but it is by far the worst zone in any Sonic game of all time. Worse than Metropolis! I got through Metropolis pretty easy with Super Sonic. You can get crushed every 5 seconds in this zone if you don't go 2 centimeters faster than you're supposed to. This. Hold on, let me just get this real quick. I know there's a glitch you can do with blocks, though, that makes them go faster. This part constantly kills me for some reason. This falling blocks area constantly kills me. So I don't think this is actually the. I like to imagine the canon order of what Sonic did was basically he went through Green Hill Zone, and then he went through Spring Yard Zone, or sorry, Stardust Speedway, which is, or hold on, let me get this right. Basically, alright, let me get this right. You can see the mountains in the background, and those mountains lead to the front of Spring Yard Zone, or here, or also, the mountains in the background of Marble Zone are similar to the mountains in the background of Spring Yard Zone. So I'm assuming that Sonic went from Green Hill Zone to Spring Yard Zone to Stardust Speedway to get out of Spring Yard, went behind those mountains to get to Marble, and Marble is an entrance to Labyrinth Zone, and Labyrinth Zone leads into Scrapyard, because it's pretty scrap trade zone. Kind of makes sense. It really doesn't make sense for Starlight Zone, not Stardust Speedway. Starlight. I get the two zones mixed up. And that's why I don't like Marble Zone. I dislike it, actually. I really dislike it. Terrible zone! I don't know who came up with the idea for the zone, but I hate you. No, I'm just kidding. I do like Spring Yard Zone, though. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Watch this. Invincibility frame over usage is perfect. exactly what I mean. Yeah, that's my main problem with Springer. With Marble Zone, it mainly relies on spikes. And spikes, while they're a good obstacle, they just don't do it. They're just kind of boring after. It relies on the same two tactics to kill you. Spikes and crushing. I swear on my life, I do not remember playing Marble Zone. I thought it didn't exist. I thought that people just made it up, but apparently it was a real zone. Because I played the original Sonic 1 and I beat Green Hill Zone, and I swear there was a different zone. Or I never did beat Green Hill Zone, there was never a different zone. And then I like to imagine after Sonic used the Chaos Emeralds. Oh god, this is terrible. The zone is terrible. Let me see if I can get anything. This zone doesn't reward creativity. What are you talking about? There is no, like, separate path, really. Like, unlike Green Hill Zone, where there's different paths you could go to, this just has none. It's just, do this. Do that. I didn't get any Chaos Emeralds in this zone because I can never maintain 50 rings in this zone. It sucks. The only problem with the other zones is that there's barely any rings. Sorry, not other zones, this zone specifically. Spring Yard. Something I had an idea for, something I thought was after Sonic used the Chaos Emeralds on Sonic 1 Island, basically it turned into the Sonic 2 Island. I know they're two different islands that Corey indicated, but I think it just makes more sense because Emerald Hill Zone makes more sense for the fact that, well, yeah, Sonic used the Chaos Emeralds to save the zones to create Emerald Hill Zone. Basically, all those Sonic 1 zones turned into Sonic 2 zones. So Green Hill Zone became Emerald Zone. Spring Yard became, well, Casino Night. Sorry, forgot the name. I don't want to deal with this. That's what I'm talking about, baby. What's the bet? All about the bets. The Mets, baby! It's all about the Mets! You all remember that ancient meme? It's not about the money, Spider-Man. It's about the Mets! Oh yeah, the Mets! At least this zone has a bearable boss, pretty easy. Such a weird difficulty spike, though. I could easily do a Deathless run, I just like to get the zone over with. I don't have an incentive to collect rings anymore since there is no special stage zone. I originally thought you could get them, but apparently you can't. But that's why I hate Marble Zone. Oh, you're making progress? That's fun. Let me ruin it. Let me destroy all your hopes and dreams. You actually like playing this game? That's funny. Don't let us ruin your hopes and dreams. Now I gotta do the next boss, Deathless. Maybe not Deathless. Okay, that was kind of clean. This boss is super easy because you just do this. Watch. I wish they had the Sonic 1 logic where you could hit Robotic like 70 different times. The zones always give you 3 rings before you start battling, so you got like a chance, you know? And this boss was pretty easy. It is weird how Eggman is technically faster than Sonic according to the classic games. But that was interesting to think about. I am not going to have a long enough soundtrack for this. And the best zone of the game, in my opinion at least. I'm so sad it hasn't been reused in any way, but I'm also kind of glad it hasn't because I don't. You get speed and you can. The only problem I have with Spring Yard Zone is this. Actually, never mind. I don't think it's the best zone of the game. I still think Green Hill Zone's better. But Green Hill Zone has just been reused so many times. I guess people just don't care about the zone. I do make a video about that too. I actually preferred the original background for Spring Yard. So back to that one thing I was making. Basically, I think the canonical order of zones, in my personal canonical order of the zones, is basically Sonic goes to Green Hill Zone, then goes to Spring Yard, which you'll notice by the mountains in the background, because those are the mountains we saw earlier. Then he goes on Starlight Zone, which is a freeway out of Spring Yard Zone. But basically, he uses that to go to Marble Zone, which is an entrance towards Labyrinth Zone. And then after he goes to Labyrinth Zone, he goes to Scrap Brain Zone because he escaped the ancient ruins. Or, or it could be interpreted differently. Sorry, I had to pause the audio for a second. It just happens. I mean, I really need an emerald in this zone because after this, I'm only gonna have a few more attempts. I forgot I'm doing 100% run. And if I don't do 100%, I have to restart. Basically, I'll cut out the areas where I replay the zones. So I'll just cut to the part where I did the zones. I was there, stupid thing, please. I'm gonna cut this part out so I'm not really gonna talk. Due to reasons. Just I forgot about that area. Just, Nice. Uh-oh, I almost soft-locked myself. But this time I can finally get the special stage! Oh, now I can actually talk again. better not. You better not. I swear to God, you better not. God! You do this to me, I get very angry. But I'm back, because I cut out the audio. I cut out that area, because you guys didn't... I know you guys don't want me to replay Spring... Watch me replay Spring Yard Zone. Well, just ignore the background noise. Thanks for 1 subscriber, by the way. That 1 subscriber, you get a thumbs up. Did you eat your vegetables today? Did you hydrate today? This is the most annoying special zone in my opinion, just in general, but that's my opinion, so it's really not relevant here. But I don't actually hate the Sonic 1 special zones if you get used to them. First time playthrough, yeah, they're terrible. There's Sonic 1 special zones. I don't know what you're expecting. Just, again, ignore background noise. I just like homemade stuff. Does it feel more homemade? I'm talking to myself at this point, by the way. I'm gonna cut out to the part where I actually get it. Oh my god! I can restart the special stage. I hate this special zone, it's terrible! My god. Y'all saw that. I'm gonna leave that first attempt in though, just so you can know my pain. I wonder if I'm ever gonna look back on this video. Message to my future self, hello. On second thought, I don't actually really like the Sonic 1 special zones that much. I think they're pretty okay at best. Hey, I finally got it! Well, that's this episode. I'll see you guys next time in part 2, where I go through Labyrinth, and then Scrap Brain, and then Final Zone. Oh, I forgot about Starlight Zone. Don't forget about Starlight Zone. That one's got a banger soundtrack. But I'm gonna leave it here. Thanks for watching.